So I tried a trick with food that I thought would be like amazing. I'll talk about it. The food was okay, that food item, but I know a better way to deal with this. What am I talking about? And we'll talk a little bit about stockpiling today because it is Friday. Back in a minute. Morning, happy Friday. Aren't those beautiful words music to many people's ears? Happy Friday. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm Jan. I love helping people keep some more of their own hard earned money. Could it be you? Listen, let's jump right into it today. I want to talk to you today about two things: a food hack that I discovered, and also a minute about a stockpiling reminder. Okay, let's jump right into the food hack first. So, the other day when I was doing a little bit of grocery shopping, I came across a product called cinnamon butter spread or something like that. Okay. And it's made with one of my favorite brands and it's made with a little bit of canola oil. So I said, this sounds like a really tempting idea, to buy just to see how it tastes. I always like to try something like that, at least the first time, and then see if I can improve upon it on my own, just for the fun of it. So, making a long story short, I decided to pick it up and it was at a pretty good price. So, all good. I says this spread's going to probably be really good on top of, let's say, a waffle or French toast or a pancake or whatever. So I said, you know what? Just give it a whirl. So I couldn't wait anxiously to try this because I love cinnamon, right? And who doesn't love a little bit of butter every once in a while, right? Most people do. Not everyone, most. So I says, I'll just pop a couple of waffles in the toaster and see what it tastes like. So I put the spread on, and those canola butter spreads. It's real butter. It's not an actual. I can't say it's not butter, but it has a combination of a little bit of canola in it and real butter. Okay, but this one was the cinnamon flavored one, and of course you open up the container. It looks just like cinnamon mixed into, soft butter. So I says, let me, put it on the waffle. I tried it. I was like, well, I don't know. Is it me or is it something It was good. It was good. But for me, I can't say it was great. Was it worth my trying? Yes, to get it out of my system. Would I buy this again? Probably not. Why? Because I can make it. To me, when I decided to try it, the sweetness component tasted almost like an artificial sweetener. So I said, let me read, which I should have actually read at the back of it when I purchased it. But so I turned around the container and I read it. And no, it didn't have artificial sweetener. I said, well, why is it tasting fake? Just had like to me like an off taste. That was me. Maybe other people will disagree, and that's totally fine. Everybody's taste is different, right? So I said, you know what? I could duplicate this because I get its twin, the same product, and I love that product without, it's just minus the cinnamon. So who's to stop me from sprinkling in a little bit of cinnamon sugar mixture? I could buy the same product that I normally get anyway, and just take a little bit out and put it into one of my little bit of food saver container and just add my mixture of cinnamon and sugar. And that's the hack for that. And by the way, I'm sure that's going to taste really good. And I'll try that in the future and compare it to the pre made one. It's just something to me, it wasn't bad. It was okay. But it felt like to me something was missing. Maybe they maybe consider maybe a different kind of sugar or maybe a little maple flavor. I don't know. I was looking for something else. Maybe I'm wrong to feel that way. But anyway, I'm sure my hack will be great. And by the way, you could take a savory item and do this trick with butter. Some people like to add parsley and garlic and maybe a pinch of Parmesan cheese mixture mix up as a savory butter, like to take a spread and put it on, let's say, Italian bread or French bread and toast that up and just throw that in the oven. Just like that. So simple. Anyway, we could go on and on and on about that. So I just want to mention that to you. That's an easy food hack that you can do, very inexpensive. But before I go on to the next part, I want to remind you of something that I always forget to remind you of. Hang on. Myself, well, why still I didn't hit the 5K subs? Maybe because I hardly asked for anyone to subscribe. That's on me. So if you like what you're listening to, please subscribe. It helps the channel. Thank you. All right, so let's go on to the next part, the stockpiling Friday talk. Okay. As you know, back to school is around the corner. Here in New York, we start in September. But in many locations, people have started already. So this is a perfect time of the year to look for some, as I call it, back to school foods and stock up and save, namely things like peanut butter, jelly, granola bars, breakfast bars. And sometimes I recently tried a store brand of a breakfast bar. It was really, really quite good. And to say that they aren't convenient to have would be a lie. They are very, very convenient to have. And sometimes, if you do the math, it might actually be a little more cost effective than making it all on your own. Maybe, I'm just saying, maybe if you have a large family, maybe it's worth it doing it on your own. Do the math. As much as I have a disdain for math, I also believe math is a fact and it's very, very helpful. So there are times that it comes in to be very useful. So this is definitely the time of the year to stockpile on that. Speaking of which, let's move on over to other things to stockpile on that are not edible. Okay. This is the perfect time. Now is the time that you start stockpiling or get a better price on your pencils, your pens, your stationery, things of that nature, notebooks. Yes, believe it or not, some of us still work with notebooks. I'm not saying their names, but I have an idea as to whom I got to get that right. Objective case. Okay. Whom I know that will be getting some office related products as gifts because they're always going through them. They're tearing through them. So they make thoughtful gifts. So Christmas time is not that far away because like we're now like inching into the middle latter part of August. Okay. So once I think of that, then we're into September. And to me, once September 1st comes, technically it is the highest time for the retail selling season for the holidays, Christmas time and all that, Thanksgiving. So this is a good time to stock up and save on those items, which honestly make excellent Christmas gifts. Who doesn't still need a pen? Yeah, I know we write everything down, sometimes on our little tablets, we type it out. But there are times in life one needs a real pen. There are times in life one needs a pencil. Pencils have erasers, which is a nice thing. We always need notebooks and sometimes some day planners, believe me or not, they begin in September. Let me literally, I want to just pull out while we're here hanging out. I want to pull out, I got this really cool day plan. I think I did a video on it in January. It has, those little tabulations on it. Like there's tabs on the right side that has all the months of the year. I love being able to thumb through that. Believe it or not, this day planner literally began now I purchased mine for January, unbeknownst to me that actually it started in July of 2022. So there are some day planners that already are existing that are starting with, let's say, right now months. Okay. So if you get anything like that, maybe one for yourself, get a head start. Those make great gifts. And I don't care how many things are digitized on a computer. To me, there's nothing like ready reference. Pull out the little day planner and just go to it. These are in the stationery stores or the one I got at, the one that begins with letter A. So I says, oh, okay, I'm going to order that. I'm very happy with that. Let me tell you, it wouldn't bother me to order like 10 of those as holiday gifts, sometimes getting the same gift. Here I am talking about stockpiling. You might be thinking, what does that have to do with stockpiling? stockpiling non edibles. You might stockpile on some of your gift giving ideas. You will be beyond ready. You'll be saving a ton of money. And the way things are looking right now, let me tell you something. That I word that we don't like to use as if you're inflating a balloon. Okay, I could say I'm inflating a balloon, right? Inflating balloons may be down, but inflating balloons are not gone. Okay, so anyone, thinking it's all, peaches and cream right now, I don't know. I don't think so. That's why I like to have shows and help people keep some more of their own hard earned money. And that's just the way I feel about it. But in any case, you get the message. All right, everybody. Wishing everybody an amazing, fantastic day. You know what? Every once in a while, I really think it pays for me to do this. Hang on a second. Trying to find this lady, my favorite. Flew. I clicked on the wrong video clip. I'm leaving the mistake in. Make yourself have a good little laugh. No, 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 no. Although, in a not so distant future, actually, Dawn will be coming to visit me on my channel one day. I'm not going to say when. Just saying, just saying. But this other lady, hang on. Go. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Have a wonderful upcoming weekend. Say hello to your family for me. Don't forget to tune in Monday through Friday at midnight for the Instant Coffee with Jan show. Take good care. Bye bye.